Welcome to another episode of Friend Outdoors.
As we get into late October, we notice that the bucks are starting to become more active as they are rubbing more trees and they are putting more scrapes on the ground. Our trail cameras also confirm this as we are starting to see the bucks moving a lot more, and we're also starting to see different bucks moving into the area as they are frantically searching for that first hot doe to come into estrus. Now's the time to spend as much time as you can in your tree stand. Here we have a couple does as they're working into the back of the field, coming out of the woods and out of the oak flats. As I filmed these does for a while, eventually I turned the camera off. While it was off, I noticed that something got their attention coming up out of the woods to the right of the field. As this buck gets closer to my location, he decides to check one of the does, and the chase is on. A couple more does emerge from the woods. As I'm watching these does in the field, I catch movement out of the corner of my eye. It looks like he's coming back out into the field. As you can see here, this buck is really starting to think about the rut as he's hit 3 scrapes in a row on his way in. Eventually, this buck made his way into 20 yards, but I decided to give him a pass because I know of some better bucks that's in the area. Eventually, this 1.5-year-old buck showed up, decided he was going to feed in the field. Something coming out the ridge has gotten this young buck's attention. Here we have another young buck as he's cruising, looking for does, and he shows up in the field. This young buck is posturing, trying to intimidate the other young buck. You notice that this young buck goes to the same scrape where the bigger one was at earlier scraping. Okay, we're heading back to the blind that I was at this morning. It was a pretty good morning. I saw 3 does and 3 bucks, 2 4-pointers, and a decent 8-point. I checked my cameras when I left because I had to run some errands, and there's been a lot of bucks in the area in the last 48 hours. So they're really starting to move. I saw a little bit of chasing. The bucks are really checking the does out now, so we're going here tonight, and hopefully one of the bigger ones in the area will show up. But if nothing else, hopefully we'll see some deer and be able to show them to you. So we'll bring you more when we get there. On this evening hunt, you notice we have a different buck shows up, and he's working the edge of the field, checking the scrapes. One of the 4-point bucks that was here this morning has decided to return and feed in the field. Here you notice again, he's going to another licking branch and checking a scrape out. Here we have the third buck today to hit this primary scrape location. Eventually, as this buck checked the scrapes around the edge of the field and the does had exited the field, he makes his way back down into the timber. We hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. It was a pretty exciting hunt. We saw like 4 bucks on this hunt. When you start getting into late October, early November, when the bucks are putting the scrapes down and they're starting to check the does aren't ready yet, but the bucks don't know that and they're ready to go. So it was pretty exciting. As the bucks were cruising, I feel like though in my area I've got better bucks than that one. He was a nice buck, but I'd love to see him get another year or 2 older, but where I live it's hard to say if that will happen. Anyway, I decided to give him a pass because I've got several better than him on camera, and I feel like with the rut just starting, I've hopefully got a good opportunity of getting one. So we want to thank you guys for watching today. If you liked the episode, please hit that thumb up. We really appreciate it. Think about subscribing to our channel. Again, it's free. It doesn't cost you anything. Also, on this channel, we got a lot of short videos, like 15 seconds, a lot of different animals. We think you'd enjoy it. We'd also like to thank our military personnel. Thank you for your service. Now for a preview of an upcoming episode on Friend Outdoor Adventures.